Hello, all. It's your girl Tiffany, aka Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka Diamond. I am here for another one of my missing mysteries. I was gonna do this later or tomorrow or later today because it's already in the wee hours of the morning. But I decided to go ahead and come on and do this because it was pretty simple enough for me to get the answers that I needed to know exactly what happened to this young lady. So tonight's missing mystery is going to be for Keiosha Marie Felix. Okay. I do hope each and every last one of you are doing well and you are feeling well on tonight. Many of you should be in the bed, sound asleep, honey. But y'all know how to be deprived to sleep, so child, please, I don't get tired. I'm up, okay? So, I'm pulling some cards, some other spirit messages pertaining to the situation for Keiosha. And without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this reading, y'all. Okay. So, like I said, this reading is for Keiosha Marie Felix. Her date of birth is April the 8th, 1997. She has brown hair. She has brown eyes. Her height is she's approximately like 5 foot tall. Her weight was approximately 120 pounds. She is female and she's Black African American as well. There wasn't much information that could be found pertaining to her on the FBI's website. The details of the situation is that Keiosha Felix was last seen at a residence in DUSON, Louisiana on or about April 30th, 2012. Further remarks pertaining to the case, pertaining to the situation, is as follows. Keiosha Felix is known to frequent an area called like VZ area or something like that. I think I'm saying that right. VZ area of Lafayette, Louisiana. She may use the nickname Red. Okay, so like that was like literally like all the information that was all the information that was given pertaining to this young lady. So this is gonna make some people heartbroken, especially her family, especially of those who aren't in the know. So I did a spirit reading for her. I'm gonna light her incense here. And I'm going to get into this spirit reading for her. It was really pretty plain and simple, so it's not too long. However, I got the majority of the information needed to close this case out for her and to give her her family some closure as well. Okay. Okay, so pertaining to the spirit reading in regards to Keiosha Felix, I asked my spirit guides, is Keiosha still alive? My spirit guides tell me no, she is not. She is no longer with us, okay? I asked my spirit guides, has Keiosha Felix been hurt or harmed in any way? My spirit guides tell me no as well. And I know many of you, like, at this point are, like, thinking, like, okay, hold up. If she's not alive, how is she not hurt or harmed? I'm getting ready to get into that. Y'all just bear with me, okay? Because this is a very sad situation. I asked my spirit guides, was Keiosha killed by someone? My spirit guides tell me no. Again, you're like, come on, Tiffany. Like, you're saying that she's not alive, she wasn't hurt or harmed in any way, and she wasn't killed by somebody, so what the freak happened? I did ask my spirit guides, did Keiosha kill herself? My spirit guides told me no. I asked my spirit guides, did Keiosha die of a drug overdose? My spirit guides tell me yes. Nobody physically harmed this girl herself as far as like, hitting her, harming her, domestic violence or using a weapon on her. It was nothing like that at all. She in fact died of a drug overdose. Now the information that comes after that will probably shock you all, especially, well, from the authorities to her family, it's going to shock you all. The family is probably going to be pretty pissed, especially her immediate family, because they've gone all this time without closure in this situation. Okay, so like I said, Keiosha died of a drug overdose. I asked my spirit guides, was Keiosha at a friend's house when she died? My spirit guides told me no. I asked my spirit guides, was Keiosha at a family member's house when she died of a drug overdose? My spirit guides tell me yes. Do you understand now why I said her immediate family is going to be so pissed off? Because they assumed, I mean, she has been missing all this time, but they assumed, something else probably horrific happened to her. And the fact of the matter is when she passed away, she was at a family member's house, guys, okay? When she died of the drug overdose, from the individual that she got the drugs from, to her taking the drugs at their home, to passing away, all happened in the same place. And this is a family member of hers. Okay. Okay, you also, like I said, she was at a family member's house when she died of a drug overdose. My spirit guides tell me that the family member's house Keiosha was at is in fact a drug dealer, okay? So she was at this family member's house just hanging out, just kicking it, chilling with her people. This family member just so happened to be a drug dealer. This is where she got the drugs from. I don't know if I guess I could have asked my spirit guides, but I don't know if this was her first time or not, but she obviously did too much, okay? And she OD'd off of whatever she took at this family member's house, okay? But you all see where this is going, okay? Because the reasoning, first of all, she was at a dope man's house, okay? Now, whether this was his trap spot or whether this was his actual house, this family member is a drug dealer. So when she overdosed, when she died, panic set in for the people that were in that house. They felt that they could not call the police or could not call help for her, because then they would be exposing themselves as being drug dealers, as having drugs, as not only selling drugs but partaking in distribution of drugs as well. So they had to think of something quickly to get rid of her body, okay? So the rest of what I'm going to tell you will pertain to that. So like I said, the family member is a drug dealer. I asked my spirit guides, was Keiosha's body hidden or buried somewhere? My spirit guides told me yes. I asked my spirit guides, was Keiosha, I asked my spirit guides basically what family member Keiosha, what was the who was the family member that Keiosha, was at their house? My spirit guides tell me that this was a cousin. Okay, this was her cousin's house that she was at. My spirit guides also tell me that Keiosha's family member threw her body in the river. Okay, So this person disposed of her body in the river. I went through a sequence of asking my spirit guides where exactly or how exactly her body had been disposed, you know. And it's usually what I do when I get that the person has been buried. I want to know how they were buried, because buried just pretty much means that a person died and their body was hidden in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay. So, I went through a sequence of asking, is she buried in the backyard at the family member's house? Is she buried in some landfill? Was she just thrown away? Well, like, how was she disposed of? And my spirit guides told me that this family member disposed of her body in the river. Okay. Um, I asked my spirit guides, did the family member not call the police? Like I just told you, I asked if that family member did not call the police because they were scared and did not want to be busted for drugs. My spirit guides tell me yes. That's exactly the reason why they did not contact authorities. They did not contact an ambulance or anything. And so that's the reason why, they proceeded to dispose of her body in the way that they did. My spirit guides also told me that Keiosha's family, her other family, besides this cousin or whoever was there at that house on that day, do not know, is not aware of these things. So it's not like this was a family affair. Everybody's in on it and came up with the suggestion or the ideal that they were going to dispose of her like this, so nobody would find out, that this other family member was selling drugs or anything. No, in fact, my spirit guides are telling me that the other family does not know. That's why I said her immediate family, like maybe her mom, her dad, her siblings, if she have any siblings, anybody she was in a relationship with. Her immediate family are going to be like really pissed, family or not, because this girl's been missing for a long time and she hasn't had a proper burial at this point. Because it's been so long. Who knows if anybody will find her body or anything. So that's what my spirit guides are telling me about that. I asked my spirit guides, is the cousin who disposed of Keiosha's body a man? My spirit guides tell me yes. Also, if you remember, I told you all that when I gave you like the summary of, basically the overview of the story and the details and everything, she was said to have been seen in a specific area the last time that she was seen. So I asked my spirit guides about this, and I asked my spirit guides, did Keiosha die in the residence on DUSON in DUSON, Louisiana? My spirit guides tell me yes, she in fact did. So basically, the information that was given in the details of the situation was Keiosha Felix was last seen at a residence in DUSON, Louisiana on or about April the 30th, 2012. And that's exactly the place that she died, my spirit guides are telling me. Also, my spirit guides told me that the cousin, whoever this cousin is of hers, his first name begins with E. His last name begins with J. He could go by EJ, but my spirit guides are telling me his name is Earl Jenkins. Okay? And this is her cousin. Okay, y'all? So that pretty much sums up the spirit reading for her. It was pretty much direct and and her reading and figuring out what happened to her, okay? Considering the fact of where she normally visited, and this is a family member, this person would probably obviously be easily found or something pertaining to the last address, pertaining to the name, the neighborhood, the area. This person, I will say, did not harm her. Like, they did not get into an altercation. This person hit her or beat her or shot her or stabbed her or anything like that. But Keiosha did get drugs from this person, and she did so on her own free will. I'm going to say that because it wasn't like she was forced, drugs was forced on her. It just so happened to be that this cousin is a drug dealer. She was over this cousin's house. She got drugs from this cousin. She did the drugs. She did too much. She overdosed, and she ended up dying in this cousin's house. And because of the situation, because of the circumstance, I suppose the cousin sat there and thought about it and contemplated, I guess, versus sitting her body out on the street or in the road or something like that. They figured that they had to dispose of her body some kind of way. And so they did so by throwing her in the river. Okay? So it's in that area there, probably the river closest to where that area of town is. This happened in 2012, y'all. But so, I mean, this is 2021. It's been quite a while. Animals could have gotten a hold to her body. If she was weighed down with something, she could still be, submerged underwater. If she did surface at some point in time and didn't have any identification on her, she may be a Jane Doe in somebody's morgue or lab or something like that. If her body did resurface and the body was found, but nobody knew who it was, there could be a lot of different, things, whether her body has been found or not. If her body was found, the family would know by now if it was identifiable, if they were able to identify the body. But if she was weighed down with something and she was thrown in the river, it could very well be possible that she is still submerged underwater, stuck on something underwater or something that's preventing her from floating to the top. But I specifically know that she was thrown in the river. Okay? Now, pertaining to this situation, I get smoke. I believe whatever she was getting high on, she was smoking. So, this was more than like a cigarette or marijuana or something. We're talking about a drug, so this could be crack cocaine. I mean, people smoke many different things. You got cocaine, heroin, and meth that all comes in a white powder substance, and it all can be done in different ways. It can be snorted, it can be shot up, it can be smoked. But she was smoking something. She could have been smoking sherm. She could have been, smoking, like I said, crack cocaine or whatever. Whatever she was smoking, she overdid it, okay? And that's what killed her. It was obviously very potent. Obviously he had some good stuff or whatever, but, or she either just did too much of it, but, it was too much and she overdosed. However, my spirit guides are telling me, I have the Most High God here. My spirit guides is telling me that she has made it to the light. She is with the Most High. She is in a better place right now. And I also get angels. So not only did I get the Most High God here, I have angels. So her angels are surrounding her. She is with the Most High. She has both of these are yellow, if you can tell the color on there. The light is kind of crazy. But she is with the Most High. She is in, she made it to the light. She is in a better place. I'm not sure if the authorities there would even consider searching to see if her body can be found. But like I said, we don't know if she's still in water or she's been found and they just wasn't able to identify the body or not. Okay, the angel. Well, I guess I'll start with the tarot part. I pulled a 3 card spread on this, okay? First I have the Hermit, next I have the World, and next I have the 2 of Pentacles. This lets me know that when this situation happened, this cousin, this person, he went into deep contemplation. He went within, he started thinking, what can I do? How do I fix this? What can and he went into deep contemplation about this situation because there was, the world talks about an end of a cycle, something coming to its completion, something coming to an end. And this is what he went in within thinking about. And so he began to juggle here with the 2 of Pentacles. What do I do? How do I fix this? How do clean up the scene? What I do? He didn't know what to do, and like I said, he didn't want to call the authorities because he's a drug dealer. He obviously had a lot of drugs in the house. The card that was at the bottom of the deck is the 9 of Swords, which talks about all about anxiety, stress, worry, just being very anxious pertaining to the situation. This is why he had to go within. This is why he was contemplating. He was thinking really hard about the situation. What do I do? Something came full circle. There was the ending of a cycle. There was a completion with Keiosha dying. And so he began to contemplate. He began to figure out what options he had, what he could do about this situation, and ultimately he decided not to tell the rest of the family, and he decided to take matters into his own hands and dispose of her body, while also kind of saving his own self from being busted. My spirit guides, well, the angels are saying within the next few months. Okay, you all can see that card. It says within the next few months. So perhaps my angels are saying that within the next few months, if this situation is looked into, that there will be some type of closure pertaining to this case. This could mean that her body could be found. This could mean that the authorities can go and talk to this cousin, and he may decide to confess, or there's going to be something that happens pertaining to this case within the next few months. Okay. Also, on the past life card, I have persecution and inquisition. Now, this is what the cousin was worried about, being persecuted for having drugs, for selling drugs, for giving Keiosha drugs, for Keiosha dying in his presence, in his home, and even disposing of her body. So he was worried all about this persecution, this inquisition, being questioned, being interrogated, being, possibly in prison, put down in some kind of way for what happened, for what took place. Okay. My fairy messages that I have here, this is called magical blessings. Okay. Magical blessings talk about whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. Okay, so I feel like this came out because this is going to be a blessing to the family members that see this. They are going to be able to move forward. They're going to be able to speak to this family member, to give further answers, to get some type of help or assistance in at least trying to search for their loved one's body, to get some type of closure, to have some type of to lay this young lady to rest peacefully like she deserves. Okay, just getting answers. You know, answers, even when it's a tragic situation, having answers and knowing what exactly happened is better than not knowing. You know, you just know your loved one was here one day, they're gone the next, and you know, there's a million different things that could take place. Are they hurt? Are they being hurt? Are they being mistreated? Did we do something wrong? Did they just run away from us? They don't want any part of us? Like, what's going on? It's a million different things that can go through your mind when you have a loved one who just completely vanishes and you lose all contact with them. But the fairies are saying magical blessings are on the way. Starting with this reading, your family will have closure. To this situation, to this case. You will, I believe the authorities as well will see this and take action and move forward with bringing closure to the family as well. Okay? Next, from my Archangel deck, I have the Two of Raphael here. Okay? The Two of Raphael talks about two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, don't give up on those you love. Okay? So, this isn't a situation where the cousin did not love his cousin. Okay? Did not care about her. This was just a jacked up situation that happened. He made a knee jerk decision, but the family should not give up on one another. You know, if y'all have a well knit tight family, y'all need to still love one another. It's good to release to of this situation, just knowing what's happening, what's going on, to receive that closure, to move forward as a family dynamic, and move towards brighter days, and not have to be boggled with the pains and the sorrows that you haven't any idea as to what happened to your loved one. Because I'm telling you right now, this young lady, whether one wants to say that she's right, wrong, or indifferent, she is with the Almighty Most High God. Okay, she is with God. She has angels around her who is protecting her. She has made it to the light. She has crossed over wonderfully. Okay, you need to know that she did not die. She was doing what she wanted to do. Whether you see as what she was doing as right or not, she was doing what she wanted to do at the time of her death. Um, so find some type of peace in the fact that no one physically harmed her. She wasn't in danger in that kind of way. I think that, she just kind of did too much and it went overboard, and this is the result of that. Mm, mm, mm. This right here, ugh, y'all, this kind of hits home when you see this picture. This is believing your own magic, my believing your own magic deck. First of all, you see this person, you see this person's hands. Okay, this person, and you see what this person has. Does that not look like, what looks to be like crack or cocaine or something? Okay, this is number 2 in the deck, and it's called Evil Queen. Okay, the name of this card is Evil Queen, and it says, you deserve sugar, not salt. You know, whatever she was smoking, I wonder if it had bath salts in it. I wonder if it had something else in it that she was not aware of, and this is the reason why she overdosed. This is a very creepy card. Okay, from my Earthcraft deck, we have number 5, which is ceremony, and this is like so appropriate because, like I said, the fairies are saying magical blessings will come. The angels are saying within the next few months that you all will have answers. Okay, pertaining to this, maybe finding her body, maybe, law enforcement being able to bring this to a closure. But with number 5 here, you all look at this. These are beautiful cards. I like this card deck too. This talks about a ceremony. This is number 5, and a ceremony. A ceremony is a marked occasion that invites you to slow down, bringing magic, tradition, and sacred intention into your otherwise mundane routine. Ceremonies create an energetic space where you can turn inward to connect your inherent magic with that of earth, taking the time to prepare and do things right, like a caterpillar, spinning himself into a chrysalis. Okay? Y'all, this ceremony card could pertain to a ceremony being given, being had for Keiosha Marie Felix, okay? A coming together, a ceremony happening for her once this family receives the answers that they need pertaining to their loved one, once they get this closure, perhaps even finding her body. There's some type of ceremony that will take place amongst this family in her honor, okay? So you all, that concludes the reading for tonight for Keiosha. And like always, I like to give you all an image of who the individual is, just so you can have an idea of who I'm speaking of. So y'all give me just a minute to pull this up. The first picture of her is the first picture of her is how she looked at the time of her disappearance. The other one is an age progression picture because, like I said, she has been missing for a while. So the first picture here on this side here is how she looked at the time of her disappearance. This was an age progression photo of her. And just let me show you all. Actually, the image that they have on the FBI website is this one here. Okay, so this is how this young lady looked at the time of her disappearance. Okay, guys. So I wish Keiosha peace, love, and light, as well as do I wish peace, love, and light unto her family. I pray that this gives you the answers that you need. I pray that you receive further clarification, further information, so that you all can have closure pertaining to this situation, so these magical blessings can come in for you, so this ceremony can happen for Keiosha. I do want to say too that I kind of felt bad. I didn't know if I just wanted to leave it up to authorities. I kind of felt some kind of way about saying the cousin's name or whatever, but it wasn't to like put him on blast like that or front him off. I just try to be very honest with doing these readings and just, giving the information that comes to me and what I have. So I will continue to say that I don't feel like that this cousin purposely did anything to Keiosha, tried to hurt Keiosha or anything or whatever. And, you can think that person's lifestyle is right, wrong, or indifferent. It's not for me to say, whether this person either selling drugs or doing drugs is right, wrong, or indifferent, because the fact of the matter is your government sell drugs every day. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not for my place to say. I just think that there was a little bit of bad judgment when, the tragedy struck, pertaining to the situation with this young lady, okay? However, y'all, that concludes the reading for Keiosha Marie Felix. I do thank you all for listening. I thank you all for watching. And visiting the channel. Please like, share, subscribe, If you all have any suggestions on missing mysteries or murder mysteries that you would like me to look into for you, I would be more than happy to. You can send me a message in the comments section of the video, or you can email me at tiffanyziegler60@gmail.com if you feel compelled to. If you would like to, it would be greatly appreciated if you want to donate to the channel, which you can do so at Cash App, which is $TiffDiamond36. Okay, guys, without any further ado, honey, that is it for tonight. As I always tell you all, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies. Watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. And lately, I've been telling you all, stressing to you all that there is evil and there is wickedness that is lurking around every corner. So you really have to be vigilant. You really have to take care of yourself and take care of others that you love and things. Okay, guys? Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste.